So I just saw Disclosure Day at my dad's house on his big TV from Amazon Prime, and I just thought I'd have a spoilerific review of it. So it's definitely an action thriller. It's not just like a big, documentary, or it's not a big, like kind of exposition party. It's like action. There's like scary stuff, and it's actually very classic Hollywood, classic Spielberg. Like when the villain, like the antagonist characters first show up on screen, there's like the music plays like minor chords and like strings, like do 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 do, kind of like that. Kind of when you see the villains for the first time, and it's like they're kind of lit in shadow, and it's like, oh man, this is very kind of by the books, very tropey, very old fashioned tropey, but it works out pretty good. The pace is pretty good. It's exciting. It has a lot of kind of what anime fans called fan service, but specifically for people who are into ufology. So, like, for instance, there's literally a scene where someone says the term experiencer. They say, like, oh, you can't, like, dive into the mind of an experiencer. It kicks you out. And I'm sure they'd put that in there because, like, there's all these experiencers, people who've seen UFOs and aliens who see that on the movie and go, oh, that's me. That's me. It's like me for real. And it's like complimenting them, like saying they can't have their minds read. Oh, you can't dive into their heads. It kicks you out. And it's like, yeah, that's true. I can be mind read. It's trying to kind of compliment them, kind of compliment their ego a little bit, because I think Steven Spielberg is like, I like these experiencer people, and he's trying to make a movie for them. And there's the movie kind of ups the, like, you start out not believing much of it, maybe, and a lot of it seems ridiculous and you don't believe much, but as the movie goes on, it goes more and more like, no, that's legit, and this other thing is legit, and it's not ridiculous, and here's this other thing, and it's not ridiculous. And by the time you get to the end of the movie, 3, 2, 1, spoilers. Click off the movie now if you don't want spoilers. Okay. They literally, like, wheel out an alien in a wheelchair and, like, are talking to it. So it's like a little bit, like, not much. That's kind of the end of the movie, but it's pretty crazy. And I saw someone on YouTube who is complaining about the fact that, like, a lot of the movie is a chase scene that goes all the way back to, like, it ends up at a news film studio where they film news, like TV news. It's called like KXCE, do or something. And it's kind of like, well, they could have just released all these disclosure videos of aliens on the internet. Why did they have to get chased all the way to a news station to release all this stuff about aliens? That's a bygone era that people would only trust it if it was in a news station. But I don't agree with that necessarily, because, like, I'll be honest, as someone in the ufology community, we see stuff like videos of stuff in the sky, videos of aliens and stuff every day, like on ufology subreddits and ufology websites, and even being released by the Trump administration, by the Pentagon right now. And people don't necessarily believe it. So having it be released directly by a news station is a source of legitimacy. Like, that's how we get our skeptic friends to believe it. We send them the NBC article or something. If we send them the Reddit link, then our skeptic friends will go like, "Oh no, that's bullshit. That's AI." And they even reference that in the movie. That, like, at one point, the news station is like, "Oh, is this AI?" And then someone says, "The discriminator says it's real." And that is one thing that I don't know if I agree with, because this AI discriminators don't work very well. Like, a lot of autistic people like me know that our text that we type or tap out on our phones gets determined to be AI text all the time when we typed it ourselves. So AI discriminators don't really work. But it's whatever. And it's just something I was thinking about as I was watching the movie, like, and seeing people's responses to it, like, "Oh, why'd they put on the news right? They should have sent a WikiLeaks." And it's kind of like, no, then, you have to send it to the official channels sometimes to get skeptics to believe it. That's why they did, to get the skeptics to believe it. Because if you're not a skeptic, none of this is new to you. You've seen so much of this online. But I guess that's kind of, yeah. Anyways, it's a good movie. I'm sure that there's a little bit of that, "Oh, I just saw it, so I'm thinking very positively of it." And after a week or something, I might think less of it. But that happens with every movie, of course. But, it's that thing where you're holding the fridge open at 3 a.m. and you're like, why did that happen in the movie? It doesn't happen till later that you realize stuff doesn't make sense. But so far, an hour or two after I saw the movie, it's pretty good. It's good. And the acting was pretty good. I mean, Emily Blunt did a lot of good acting. Like, people like Emily Blunt, people go, "Oh, she's just a pretty face." But Emily Blunt seems like a pretty good actress, you know. Anyways, I hope you go see it. It's kind of just fan service for ufology nerds like my dad and me. But it was a good movie either way, and I hope you like it. Go see it. Bye-bye.